Hi, this is Mo Faul with mymostlife.com. It's Living a Most Life, and this week it's S for speaking. But I'm actually going to take a little bit of a detour with the S this week, because I'm going to talk about what we say when we're not speaking. That's right, the body language. What the body says and what we are telegraphing is more important than the words. The studies show that only 20% of what people take away from us are the words that we speak. More than 50% is our body language. So how important is body language? It's pretty big. So when you're speaking, and even when you're listening, your body is telegraphing certain things. Let me use an example. I think everyone pretty much knows what this body language means. How about this body language? Do you know what you look like when you listen to people? That can be one of the key ways that you're telegraphing perhaps the wrong message. So you might want to get a trusted colleague or a friend to actually give you some insights on what you look like when you're listening, because it's when we're in listening mode that we're actually telegraphing a whole bunch of body language, and most of us are completely unconscious when we're listening. Most of us, our brain is thinking about what we want to say, and we're not even really listening. But what you're picking up is the body language from that person. And you're making assessments and judgments, and you're drawing conclusions, because they're telegraphing certain emotions or power through their body. If they're standing like this, you know what they're saying without even a word being uttered. If they're standing like this, you know what they're saying. How about this? How about this? All sorts of things. So this week, I want you to pay attention to how your body language is telegraphing to the others when you're in listening mode. Because actually the S in Most Life for speaking is really all about how we communicate with others. And body language can be a big deal. Let me talk a little bit about how it matters in meetings at work. Because this is where we can really get judged, and we can have career-limiting moments in meetings. Let me give you some examples. Number one, you're in a meeting, you're laying back, you don't have a care in the world, it's not your presentation, you're actually not even sure why you're in the meeting. So you're leaning back and you're telegraphing disinterest. I'm sure that no matter who's in that meeting, you don't want to be telegraphing disinterest. So lean in, lean forward, lean toward the table. Take notes. Just jot a few notes down. Be interested. That's one key of managing your body language when you're listening in a meeting. Number two, don't nod your head up and down all the time. Some people see that as someone who can't actually make a decision or who are wishy-washy in their own beliefs. I personally have a tendency to do that in meetings because I'm acknowledging that person and I want them to know that I'm with them. So I nod a lot. But I know that that telegraphs to other people that I agree with everything that that person is saying. I might have different opinions. I might have no opinion. I might still be thinking about it. But if I'm nodding while that person's talking, everyone else in the room is considering that I'm agreeing. And if I have an authority position in that meeting and I'm agreeing with the speaker through my body language only, that's already telegraphing to everyone at that meeting that I agree with that speaker, and that may indeed not be what I want to say. So be careful of that. Additionally, make sure you know what your boss or supervisor or supervisors, what's important to them. You may have someone who crosses their arms because that's how they think. Some people actually, this is a pensive pose in their thinking. Now, if you grew up thinking that this was a pose that said, get out of my way and I'm angry, you're going to be receiving that message that's unintended. So make sure that you're doing yourself a favor and getting the interpretations from people. Hey boss, when I'm talking to you and you have your arms crossed across your chest, what does that really mean? Maybe, oh, nothing, it's just like a comfortable position for me and it means I'm kind of thinking and listening to you. Oh, okay. Because I wasn't sure if you were upset, if you were closing your body because you didn't really care what I had to say. Oh, no. It's how I listen. So make sure that you're also receiving messages that are intended or not intended. So make sure that you're using your body language when you're listening to the appropriate level so that you're telegraphing good messages to others. It's speaking week, and when we listen, our body is telling the speaker a lot about who we are, what we believe, what we think, and if we're in alignment with them. Take special care to make sure that your body language is telegraphing the right messages, and that those who are telegraphing messages to you, that you're interpreting them correctly. It's speaking week, and it's all about listening. So have a great week. Design it, dream it, and then live it. This is Mo Faul.